Hey there friends, it's Nina Trapani here with you today. I have some organizational ideas because I don't know about you, but I'm always looking for new ways to organize my craft supplies. I feel like organizing is like a second hobby for me. I love being able to come up with new ways to organize my supplies, and I thought I would share 5 different ideas that I've been using lately that I think you're going to find inspiring or helpful for your crafty space. Now bear in mind, you might not have the exact same space I do. I don't have a very large space, and I try to utilize as much space as I can. And these ideas I think work really well for small spaces, or if you have a larger space, they'll work well also. So why don't we jump on in? We're going to start with adhesive first. I use a lot of adhesive rolls such as Scor-Tape. Scor-Tape is one of my favorite double-sided tape brands, and I found this awesome stacker tool. This is something we carry at Simon Says Stamp that is designed to hold your double-sided tape rolls. Now you can weight this by putting something like maybe rice or little beads or something to keep it from tipping over. But I have a really large roll of double-sided tape that I keep on this stacker, and this holds everything down really well. What's great about this stacker is that it allows you to work right off of the stack, so you don't have to have a lot of adhesive rolls all over your desk. They're all neatly stacked up and out of the way as you work, which I think is super helpful, especially for me with, like I said, a smaller space. This allows me to not take up a bunch of space and be able to find my tape rolls when my desk gets messy. I really like this tool, and this has been really helpful in keeping me organized as I work on my desk. Now, also on my desk, I like to keep my coloring supplies as I'm working with them. And I found that this round acrylic organizer is perfect for holding all of my Caron markers. Now I have the large 60 pack of Caron markers, and this holds all of them beautifully. As you can see, I can easily flip through each of the little organizers and find the colors that I want. I have them sorted by color family, and you can see I have a lot more room to work with. I could add a lot more markers to this pile. So when I'm working, I like to tuck this off to the side on my desk, and I can easily sort through the different marker color families to be able to find the exact colors that I'm looking for. I have found this to be super helpful because I'm a visual person and I like being able to easily see everything I have, and having this organizer clear like this allows me to easily tell what markers I have and what ones I want to use. I found this particularly helpful to me. Speaking of helpful, I always find it so important to be able to keep my stamps and coordinating dies together. I don't like being able to have to sort through a different bin to find the dies that coordinate with the stamp set, and I like to be able to have them all neat and tidy. I find magnet sheets are such a great and useful tool for me to be able to easily sort and also keep my coordinating dies organized and also together with the coordinating stamp set. So I slip that little magnet sheet in the back of the stamp storage pocket. To make my little magnet sheets for each of my die sets, I just go ahead and line up my dies on the magnet sheet to figure out the exact space I need for all of them. And then I just take my scissors and trim everything down so that it's a little bit smaller and not as much excess off the edges, which allows me to then utilize that extra piece for other smaller sets. And now I can easily slip this into my stamp storage pocket and have my dies with my stamp set when I'm ready to use them. Now, this is for coordinating dies. What about standalone dies? And what about those dies that you use all the time? I have this series of dies that I typically will use at least one of on every card. I love these dies, and I don't like having to dig around and try to find them elsewhere. So using those same magnet sheets that I just showed you for my coordinating dies, I went ahead and installed a few of them onto my wall inside of my closet. I have a closet that I use to be able to store all of my stamps and dies, and I had this empty space on the wall, and it was perfect for being able to hang up these magnet sheets with a few screws, and I can easily find my most used dies without having to dig through bins or containers. I really have loved this. Now this was inspired by something that my friend and Simon teammate Susan R. Opal and her sister Beth Opal have in their craft space. They have a DIY system in their studio that's much larger. I believe it was made from an old door. And they have so many dies on theirs. I wish I had the space to be able to store that many dies up on a wall, but I don't. However, this was a perfect alternative. And I've had this up for a few weeks now, and I just love it. One of the other things I really love to have organized is my most used cardstocks. And for me, that's white. I use a lot of white cardstock, not only white card bases, but also card panels and coloring cardstocks, such as Nina paper for Copic coloring, alcohol ink cardstock, Yupo paper, all that kind of stuff I like to be able to organize and keep handy. So I found one of the ways I like to organize these is to slip them into stamp storage pockets. These are perfect for being able to hold quite a bit of cardstock, and the best part is that it keeps the cardstock nice and clean, so I don't have to worry about getting inky messes or anything on them. I also keep all that cardstock in 2 divided storage containers. These storage containers I then keep inside of one of my rolling carts, and I can now easily sort through these cardstocks to find the type that I'm looking for, and because they're already pre-cut, it saves me from having to cut something while I'm in the middle of crafting, which has saved me so much time. All of these ideas are easily adaptable for any craft space, and I really hope that one or more will inspire you to use them in your crafting space. I hope you enjoyed this video and also enjoyed seeing a little peek inside of my crafting space. All the products that I've featured today are available for purchase over at simonsaysstamp.com, so make sure you check that out. If you would like to see more inspiration, including more organizational ideas, quick tips, project ideas, and more, please be sure to subscribe to our channel and also visit us on our blog. And thanks so much for tuning in and watching this video. Bye!